Hi everybody, Greg here from Two Old Guys with Crossbows, and today I'm going to show you how to make a quick and easy way to make a hummingbird feeder. So stay tuned.
Well, the first thing you want to do is get yourself a pop bottle and take the label off it. Here we're putting some colored paper on and just covering it with Scotch tape. You can also use smiley face stickers or little flower stickers, or even take a marker and put some red dots on there, which will help attract the hummingbirds. Now you can see we've got our colored pieces of paper on there for visual aid. So once you've done that, or put your stickers on, or your red dots from a magic marker or whatever, now it's time to take your cordless drill and drill some holes for the hummingbirds to be able to drink through. But please be careful and set your bit so it's will not go all the way through the bottle and stab you in the hand on the other side if it pops through. Just make it short enough that it stops when it hits the edge of the bottle. And be careful. But we'll drill holes up both sides for the hummingbirds to drink from. And then once the holes are all drilled, you take a pair of scissors, or you use nail clippers or whatever you want. Just kind of clean up the holes a little bit, trim off that extra plastic. Make it a nice, neat little hole for the birds to drink through. And your bottle should look something like this at this point. Now, since your bottle is going to hang perpendicular or sideways, or whatever you want to call it, you want to make a hole in the top for easy access to fill it. So here we're drilling a couple of holes right in between the two colored strips, as you can see. And very carefully, take yourself a little utility knife or whatever, and make yourself a slot hole or a round hole, whichever you choose, so you can fill that while it's hanging or on its side, and liquid doesn't run out any of the holes when you put the hummingbird food in. And you're being very careful not to. You notice he has his blade in very, very short and tight. Uh, you don't want to slip and cut yourself, that's for sure. But this plastic cuts quite easily. Just a matter of sliding the utility knife along and cuts through. You want to remove that piece of plastic. And get your blade underneath it and just lift up on it. nice little hole in the top to pour your liquid in when you're ready to fill it with hummingbird food. And now we grab our cordless again, and we're going to drill a couple of extra holes in each end, and these will be supports for where the hanger is going to fit through. Now for this you could use a piece of wire or string, but I choose to use zip ties because they're cheap and easy to find, and I had some nice orange colored zip ties. So drill a hole in each side, but make sure you drill your holes above the holes for the hummingbirds to feed so it doesn't leak. Now that we've got the holes drilled, you take the zip ties, sorry about the camera angle here, but slip them through the two holes like this, and at that end. Now, of course, you know how zip ties function. Take it, but don't pull it tight. Just clip it on there, a couple of clips, counting how many clicks on each one, so that way you know they are basically even in size. Cut off the excess of the ends, snip, and snip. Take another zip tie if the ones you have are not long enough. Mine were a little bit short, so I used 4 zip ties. Again, counting the clicks. So that way when you hang it on the screws or nails, it will hang close to level. If you want to be a real perfectionist, I guess you could use a level and make it perfectly level. But there, that's what it looks like up till now. Cut off your ends again. After thoroughly washing out your bottle and everything, you're ready to put in your screws to hang it. I use 2 screws on the side of the shed here. And Roger putting them up there, and you'll take the bottle and hook the one end on. And make sure that he's got the height for level. Grab a screw gun, hold it up so it looks level. And screw your screw in a little ways. Hold the bottle. Now it's time to add the hummingbird juice. 4 parts water to 1 part sugar. So a quarter cup of sugar to a cup of water. And just fill up your feeder. And basically after this, it's up to the hummingbirds to come and find it and start feeding. Yes, that slot hole you made in the top, you just pour it in there, holding the bottle on its side. And that's it. And now that you have your hummingbird food in the feeder, you just hang it up. Try to get the hang as level as possible. Hers is a little off level, but it's no big deal. The hummingbirds won't mind. And there it is. Your very simple and easy way to make a hummingbird feeder out of a pop bottle.